Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Xbox Alpha podcast with the Alpha Brothers on here. We got our brother Hebot, we got ODT Reaper, and Tuckmaster, man. ODT Reaper, brother, tell everybody out here where they can find you, man.
You can always find me on Xbox Live, exactly as that is spelled.
Nice.
And I quite literally, I believe this is my 12th year on Xbox Live, so this is going to be kind of fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it turns 12 on August.
Damn. Nice, man. I think me and Hebot, we've been out on Xbox Live for fucking 20 years. Oh, long time, man. Yeah. Long time. What about you, Tuck, man? Tell the people where they can find you, man.
Yeah, everybody, this is your boy DJ Tuckmaster. I can't stand ponies can't stand me. You can reach me on Instagram, Facebook, of course. You can reach me on the Xbox Lions Den.
Yep.
I didn't do a show because I knew we was going to do a show today, and I really didn't have nothing to talk about until Heboticus did his thing.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that he did his thing today because that gave us something to really talk about today.
You know, I didn't even realize, Tuck, because I did the video yesterday, but I couldn't get it uploaded until this morning, right? Or set it up this morning.
But whatever you did a hell of a job. So
no, because I was like, because I know you upload your Lions Den every Saturday.
Right, but I didn't do it today.
I wasn't sure. I was like, oh damn, I hope I didn't interfere with Tuckmaster's joint.
No. You ain't gonna never do that. You ain't gonna never do that, man.
Sorry,
but no, I mean, I'm just glad to see what you said. I mean, I just loved it. So, you almost had me crying in tears. So let's get the show rolling, fellas.
Well, with that started, I want to introduce the most powerful gamer, Hebot, the most powerful gaming historian, in my opinion. Hebot, my brother, tell everybody out here in the gaming streets, man, where they can find you.
Oh, hell, did it? Ponies that knocked him out.
I can't hear you, man.
I said driving. I'm the most powerful driver in the universe.
With a new headlight.
I'm always driving.
What's up, Unlimited? What's going on with you, brother?
Unlimited production.
Unlimited in the house. Channel in the house. ADOS in the house. Our brother Poseidon.
Poseidon.
What's up, man? Glad y'all can make it to another Alpha podcast. So, brother, not really that much going out in the gaming streets except for people damage controlling, as we could see from Hebot's video. You know what I mean? Talking about the Xbox Game Pass and the so-called 70 games in Spartacus. You know what I mean? So
I do admit that's been a lot of fun to watch this week.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's get that rolling. Let's start with Tuck, man. What do you think about that, brother?
What do I think about it?
Yeah.
It's dog shit. When they feel the disappointment in June, whenever it comes to their platform, they're gonna see how bad it is and how ugly it is. The people who gets it, like I always have said, or they're gonna update some of them old ass games, which I doubt it. I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna throw some damn games in there, and these damn ponies gonna go with them damn games. They're gonna love the hell out of all of it.
Uh-huh.
But if they're worth $120 or $18 a month, I mean, I know the big deal is gonna be $120, but is it worth $120? Hell no, because like all of us have said this panel, if you're not going to include your exclusive day one, don't even bother. It's going to be a big disappointment. Now, if the ponies want to go ahead and do it, let them commit suicide. That's what they're all about anyway.
God.
Yeah, they all suicide anyway. They want to believe that bullshit, they can. If they want to go there and believe that they doggone Game Pass better than the real Game Pass, I'm gonna call their Game Pass the fake Game Pass because we know who got the real Game Pass, Xbox. Not them. They would never have it. Never ever have it. And that's what I gotta say about that.
All right, man. Good points there, Tuck. We always get really good vibes from you when we talk about PlayStation, brother, all the time, man.
He always makes sure he says "fuck you, ponies."
That's his slogan, right? He
always get it raw and uncut with Brother Tuck. Fuck the ponies.
What about you, T Reaper, man? They just keep crying out here, man. When is it gonna end? Like they keep crying about
never satisfied is what the issue is.
Like they keep crying about Will Smith bitch slapping Chris Rock. They keep crying about this, man.
And he was banned from the Oscars for 10 years for
man.
one bitch slap. Okay,
I know, man. They keep talking about that shit, man. Like they keep talking about this, man. What do you think about it, man? What? Can you make them feel better, T?
Not really when it was his choice to do it, like that's all on Will. I'm sorry, but he doesn't deserve to get his Oscar taken away from him if they try to do that. That's fucked up. So, yeah. But if you're gonna ban the actor from the actual event for 10 years straight, if he ever wins one within that 10 years, you can't complain if he has to show up.
Yeah, right.
Well, I think he's the man that he don't got a problem with it because they know he fucked up.
Yeah, but like I personally,
Will's in a bad place right now. He has to fix himself mentally. That's all.
Yeah, he does. He will. He will.
We know him for much better things. He's always been very charming, charismatic, and for the most part, a big gentleman. So what he did was not like him. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
that's true. It's not like him.
It's fucked up. I feel bad because
it was the comedian doing it. It's
Right. I mean, I feel bad he did because of Chris Rock. Really, I feel bad because of Chris Rock. Because Chris Rock is a nice guy too. He's a gentleman too, and he embarrassed him publicly. But if they could sit down and talk it out, hash it out, I think it'll be okay. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to say, man. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
I'm kind of afraid they're gonna ban all of Will's actual work content.
No, he's not gonna get work for a while, man. I mean, listen. The bottom line is it's an assault. Take all the
titles off of everything.
The bottom line, it was an assault, right? And the state can sue him even if Chris Rock doesn't. And the reality is, if it would have been any one of us, right, going up there as a regular civilian, right, not a star, not a movie actor, we would have been arrested on spot. Movie stars are not above or more special than a regular person either. So they have to set an example at some form of way or shape or fashion, right? So not letting him there for 10 years, I think it's a good, a reasonable punishment, and they don't have to take his Oscar because you got to take away the artist from the person. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he earned the Oscar with his work in the movie. He did a great job.
Right.
He deserved it. He's done it several times and didn't win. And this is the first time he did win. It's just a shame that because he did what he did, no one's going to remember that he won it. They're going to more focus on what he did. You get what I'm trying to say?
Right.
And that's what's a shame about it, right? Because he worked so hard. Because he worked so hard to do it. Plus all the other winners that night worked so hard to get there at that time as well. It's not easy to win an Oscar in the movie industry. It's very hard. Not easy.
Yeah.
So, that's the only sad shame. That's a shame because they should have, they would have been focused at what he accomplished if he handled it differently, right? But what's done is done. You got to do what you got to deal with. What you got to lay on your bed once you made the bed. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is what it is.
So I wonder what they're gonna do. Are they gonna cancel his shows and all that stuff?
No, well, I mean they put a lot of his movies and upcoming projects in hiatus and in pause. Some of them been canceled, but it's understandable because Hollywood don't want bad press. They don't want negativity and they don't want people, because a lot of people, be honest, they're not gonna go watch and support it because they're upset with him. They're disappointed with him. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
I'm not saying they hate him. I don't think it's about them hating him or anything like that, but they're disappointed in him. So the reality of it is that a lot of his movies at this point might be in jeopardy for the fact that they might not support it because of what he did. You get what I'm saying?
Ooh.
So they're gonna play it safe and let the dust settle, so to speak, right?
Because I hate to see that one series go down that he got, Prince of Bel-Air. That's a real good. It's just doing a real thing. That's a real good series.
Yeah.
And here.
So Hebot, brother.
Yeah.
I was watching your video, man.
Mm-hmm.
And man, it was pretty good. I didn't get all the way through because
it turned out to be 40 minutes because I was just talking and I didn't, I get it should have been more like a live stream. So
it was pretty good though, man. And
it was.
So Hebot, brother, in your own words, man, why do they just keep damage controlling the Game Pass, man, and stuff like that? Because in reality, even though they have all those games that they say they have in there, the Game Pass is still a better value.
Well, I try to bring it up in the video that it's very different. It's night and day, regardless how they'll try to compare it. For PlayStation fans, obviously, it's better than having nothing. Right. But the reality of it is it's basically a nothing burger because it's just the existing two, in other words, it's just the two existing subscriptions that they had, like, the online one and the game one combined into one. That's basically what they did. So that you, instead of paying more money, you pay a little less. But even though it's combined, right, it's still monthly $3 more than actual Game Pass Ultimate, right? So basically that's where I think that the translation is getting lost with a lot of them because they actually think that it's something different. Like, they're still paying for things like demos when demos have always been free. We get demos on Xbox. Free. Demos we get them on Xbox once from time to time, not all the time, but we get them free, right? The cloud saving, which is something that should be offered free, because we get it free because it's something important so that you can put your saves and stuff like that. It's still under that paywall, right? Then you have their accessibility to the other, to their other legacy titles from PlayStation 2 and 3, which we get for free also because we have back compat for the 4 generations of Xbox, right? Mm-hmm. Or 3 generations rather. And not only do we get it free, we also get it with the free enhancements in most cases, right? Whether it's a X enhancement or a boost mode, right? So, all those things way oversee the value of what Spartacus, which I don't know if that's the official name of it, but what Spartacus and their tiers offer, it's just not comparable, right? In many ways, and they can deny it all they want. Plus, let's not forget the biggest one of all, day and date releases, because we get day and date releases for not only exclusives that are ours from this point forward, but for third-party big AAA titles, middle tier titles, and also indie titles day and date as well, right? Like when we got Blazing Chrome, right? Something smaller, but still something new, right? Mm-hmm. When we got games like Dragon Quest Heroes, or when we got games like, what's the other one that 12 Minutes, and the one that you had the code for with Smitty Smith. Remember that he gave you a code?
Yeah, that's
don't something.
I can't remember right now what that was.
Don't Stare or something. I forgot the name of the title, which is pretty nice title too. It's almost like Tunic, but a little bit different.
Yeah.
Tunic is another one, a perfect example. Tunic. Right. Tunic is another example, another game. Tunic, you know, new game, very charming, you know, challenging, very old school with a nice, you know, modern look. Also that we don't pay for because it's like, look, the Guardians of the Galaxy, more people started playing it once it hit
Death's
Game Pass.
Door. That was called Death's Door.
Death's Doors, right.
Limited said
More
people. DO9R.
Right. like Galaxies, Guardians of the Galaxy. A lot of people were hesitant to buy the game because it was Square, because of what happened with Avengers, because they're not really that big of a fan maybe for the Guardians comic book. And now that it's on Game Pass, you know, a lot of people are playing it, right?
Yeah.
And they're discovering the game and they're liking it and they're buying the game. And the developer themselves came out and said it like a day ago, 2 days ago, that it's finding an audience. It's finding a new audience and that they're very pleased and happy with what's happening with Game Pass. And this is something that we've discussed time and time again religiously. It's almost like part of our DNA in every podcast we do. Game Pass liberates risk. It takes away the risk for any gamer. We can go try a game out, the full-fledged game, because it's not streamed like it is with most of the legacy titles also on PlayStation with their service, you know, PS1, PS2, and 3, and Vita, and PSP. That's all streamed.
Yeah.
Everything on Game Pass, it's on a dedicated server. It's just you download it and you play it. You don't have the worries about latency, lag, not having a good connection. That also plays a big factor. And we also get a discount for 20% of every game on Game Pass.
That's right. If you choose to buy it.
Right. Then we got EA.
About that.
Then we got EA Access, which we can try out all the EA games, right? And try them out like a sports game. You know, we don't have to worry if, you know, we're going to like the game or not. We try it out if we like it, and then we can buy it, whether it's digital or even if we go out in the store and buy it physical. So it liberates us from having to feel like, damn, we're going to buy this game for $60 or $70. And what about if I don't like the game? I can't return it back to GameStop. I can't return it back to Walmart or to Target or to Best Buy or even Amazon, right?
Right.
So what am I going to do if I spend the money and I don't like the game? That feeling for Xbox gamers and gamers on Xbox that play on PC as well, that's all gone. It went away. We don't have to worry about that. And with Spartacus, they still have to worry about that because they're not getting day-and-date. They're not getting new games. They're getting demos, for Christ's sakes, right?
Yeah.
You know, and that's another factor that like, it don't make no sense when people say, oh, but you got to pay the $70 to support the industry. No, because when you buy physical medium now, right? Yeah. What ends up happening is those developers and publishers, they're making less money because there's a middleman. And when there's a middleman, that means you get less percentage of the profits, right?
Yeah.
When you buy a game digital, they're getting 75 to 80% of the value of whatever sells straight from the hip, right? Right off the hip. And they're making more money straight to their pocket. That's why a lot of games are coming out digitally before they even come out physical now. And then they'll release a physical copy like they did with Medium, for example, right?
Yeah.
Medium did well. Then they brought it out on PlayStation. But when they brought it out on PlayStation, since PlayStation doesn't have that option of Game Pass, they had to make a physical copy. So they did a physical copy for Xbox.
Right.
And so now Xbox gamers can buy it also physical. You see? But the game still was priced at $50. When we bought it on Game Pass and on Xbox digitally, it was only $30. You see?
Yeah.
Right.
Because you're cutting out the middleman so you can give a better price, and they're making profits straight to them and not having to share those profits. So all that crying that they can do, or goalposts moving, or even trying to compare it apples to oranges, that's all, in my opinion, not an act, just them acting, or them being in denial, not wanting to accept and to, you know, and to admit that Spartacus is not in the level of Game Pass. Now, do I think with time that Spartacus is going to grow and change? Absolutely. I think Sony's trying the waters out because they're behind the game. Because remember, Microsoft, it took them years to get this whole service into play for a long time. And it's been out almost 3 years now. But before that, planning it took them years. It's not something you can just do overnight, especially when they're dedicated servers running the whole thing. So it costs money. So for Sony, it's going to be a challenge because they need money if they want to upgrade it to put it on servers that are dedicated as they go forward, right? So they have to try to test the waters. What I think is important that they need to look forward and kind of look into as they go forward is we need to start putting some day and date games on the service every month, whether it's exclusives from our first party or from the third party game from a third party developer or publisher. And I said this a while back, if you guys remember, where it's going to become the war of not necessarily the services, but it's going to become the war of what game deals can Microsoft get over Sony, right? And vice versa. Who's going to get that next Resident Evil first on their service before the other service does? Who's going to get the next big title from, let's say, Asobo Studios, right? You see what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
So that's where it's going. And Sony is going to have to make that big leap and transition and jump eventually because the money and the data is there. You saw that Phil and Sarah Bond said that 40% of gamers are buying 40% more games once they play them on Game Pass.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
40%,
they are.
I'm part of that.
Think about it. 40% is almost half of 100%. That means they're buying way more games trying them on Game Pass. And let's not forget, and I'm sorry to be so long-winded, but let's not forget that these developers are also making money because Microsoft pays them a deal up front. You saw that they already said and confirmed that they spend $2.6 billion with a B to put games on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Already. That means they paid out that much money to all these developers to put their games on Game Pass. And that includes people like Sega with all the Yakuzas.
Yeah.
It's people like Square Enix with all the Final Fantasies, even though they're old games. So there's money to be made. And if it's executed the correct way, the same success that Microsoft has had, if Sony takes note of their playbook, it will work in their favor as well, the way it has for Microsoft.
Yeah,
but they gotta stop. They have to not be arrogant about it. They have to be smart. And that's really the key. Are they going to be smart long term? Or are they going to keep their arrogance and their stupidities and their old ways of thinking and doing things? Because if they do, then Spartacus is basically a waste of time.
Yeah.
You see?
I agree.
You know?
Yeah.
I agree 100%, man. I agree 100%, brother. And
100%.
It's true, too. I mean, when Hebot was talking in his video about it, like paying for demos, and if you think about it, they're actually paying for backwards compatibility. Right?
Absolutely. That's a fact. Yeah, that's what they're doing.
When we get it free because we have the disc,
Mm-hmm.
or you might have bought it digitally off the store, the 360 games, or the original Xbox games. You know what I mean? So, you know, we had those games he bought, you know, back in the 360 days, and when they made these last batch of backwards compatibility, we had a lot of games come over.
Oh yeah, we had like 50, 70 games, something like that. And that's another thing to add to what you just pointed out, which I also said in my video. They said, oh, it's 700 games, and you guys only got 400, right?
Yeah.
But when you look at the list, right, because I have PS5 right now. I bought it for my son.
Yeah.
He's a pony, just like he's always been a pony on me. He likes all consoles, but he prefers Xbox, but he's a pony, okay?
Right.
And so I bought it for his birthday, right, with my friend, right? And I went into the service and looked at the games. And for example, they got games like the Dead Space series and Dark Void from Capcom, right?
Yeah.
Those games, we also have playability and accessibility on Xbox for free. Because like I said, those 4 titles right there, just mentioning those, are all back compat free on Xbox. With them, it's only accessible through the service. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just because those games are not on Game Pass doesn't mean we don't have upwards of 700 titles or more. In fact, we have more because there's over 400 games back compat. Plus we got 400 games on Game Pass. So we have access to over 800 games right off the rip.
Yeah.
It's just 400 of them are included on Game Pass because they're putting the new stuff as opposed to just putting the older stuff. So a lot of the stuff they got is basically shovelware. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
In comparison to what we get on Xbox. And they don't want, and I hate that a lot of people, even on the Xbox side, doing all these Xbox podcasts, they never mention that. They go, oh yeah, well, at least it has 700 games. Yeah, but those 700 games, half of those games are games that we have on Xbox, like the Arkham Knight series, that we can play back compatible.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
You see what I'm saying? Now,
I never even think about that. I never did think about that.
Now they do have a few titles, like they have a game called Zero Zack, which was an awesome little game that I bought on PS3 that I streamed long ago. And they also have House of the Dead 4, which is exclusive only to PS4.
Yeah, I would like to have that.
Right? For those games right there, they have like a handful like that yes, they're only exclusive to their console, right, and you can only play them through that service, right?
Uh-huh.
But when you think about the grand scheme of things, you really think it's worth paying $3 more monthly. It's about $30 more a year just to have access to maybe 1 or 2 games that are exclusive that we can get. And mind you, they're playing those games again streamed, not through a dedicated server. So it's not the great quality of native, playing it natively the way we do, which is also a downfall. So there's a lot of little details and innuendos that I'm sorry to say, I hate that my Xbox brothers out there, when they do their podcast, that have like way more subscribers than us, that people follow like they're the creme de la creme, talk about, and they never mention because they don't have that. They just don't think about those details, or they act as if those details are not important or relevant to bring to the point or to the conversation, which is wrong. Yeah. Because if we're getting games that they have on a service that's included, that we have free through back compat, you have to include that. You have to say Dark Void is free for us. Right, the Dead Space series is free for us. The Left 4 Dead series is free to us. All the Call of Duties are free to us. The Arkham series are all free to us. They're not on Game Pass. That doesn't mean we can't play them for free.
Right.
You see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I went on a tangent again. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, but you're telling the truth, though.
That's true. That's true. We have that in our library. You know that, Hebot. So that's absolutely true, man.
Yep, that's true.
Oh, what's up, E-Rock? E-Rock in the building. What's up, brother? Tell Tuck I have a, what do you say?
He said, tell Tuck I have gizzards. He says, tell Tuck I have gizzards and grits and gristle, right? Flavored wrap snacks for him. He messing with you, Tuck. He's messing with you.
Well, right now you tell him, you know what, E-Rock, let me tell you right now, I'm having some doggone neck bones, some collard greens, and some oxtails right now.
Shout out to our brother E-Rock in the building in the chat. What's up, brother?
E-Rock in the building.
What's up, man? Hope
My boy of the zinc. Yeah,
No,
other things
but-
like
no,
LOL.
But one thing I can say about Hebot, that Hebot just speaks the truth, and that's it. But with me, he tried to be elegant about it. I'm gonna tell you right now, I gotta get downright ignorant with their ass again about it, because if they think that, and I'm gonna tell you right now, Hebot, and you know how I feel about it. Ain't no way in hell that service is gonna last if they don't do what we're doing with the day one.
Well, Tuck,
It's not gonna last.
I don't need to be ignorant with it, Tuck. You know why? Because that's what I got you for. You put them on blast all the time.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be ignorant with them.
That's what we got you for. You know how to break it down to them ponies. So
So ponies, if you do not get on your damn service's ass and tell them to do the right thing by y'all, because Xbox doing everything the right by us. Okay, we got the Game Pass. We got the best service, period. It's a known fact. They're making money off of it. Microsoft doing their thing.
Hey, Tuck.
Yes, sir.
Check it out, man. If you send E-Rock a link, I got something for you, man. Look. Send E-Rock a link, brother. And I got snacks for you, man. Master P's, oodles, and noodles, brother. You know what I mean?
Okay, let me send him a link. I'll be right back. I'm going to send him a link.
All right, brother. Send him a link, and I'll be sending you this in the mail, brother.
Oh, my Lord.
Rap snacks, man. Brought to you by the Alpha Podcast, my nigga.
we make rap snacks in the
Oh, boy, y'all something else, boy. Y'all are something else. Damn. I got to figure out.
We got to get 100 so he could do the barbecuing in the back.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm. Honey
Yeah,
got to
send
do
him
the
the link
barbecuing.
Send him the link through Messenger, brother, like you always do.
Okay, wait a second. Okay, wait 1 second, you fellas. Let me go ahead and undo this right quick.
What's up, Mr. Kima? Mr. Kima in the building. What's up, man? Andy in the building. What's up, brother? 100. What's up with you, G? You need to check out 100's, podcast tonight, guys. Day one podcast comes on at 11:30 tonight. The brothers is off the chain with my brother. Flip the script, flip money. I patent that. That's my man. Flip the script, flip money, and Intro Media Gaming with 100 tonight, guys. So if you get a chance and you up tonight, go check it out, man. Go check it out. What's up, Manny? What's going on with you, man? So Hebot, man, you're right, man. That's some really good points, brother. You've been talking about, man. When it definitely comes to our back and pat, But you know how it is, Hebot. We got to go back and go back in the past and talk about when they said who wants to play old games, but they have to pay for their old games. So if they want to play them.
Okay, I send it to him.
It's another difference. All right, man. He'll probably be popping up here in a minute.
Yeah.
Channel said, "Rap snacks on deck." That's that
But
Master P. That's that Master P. Creamy chicken gumbo flavor. I'll be sending that to my brother, Tuck. Here in the next coming week. I'm gonna FedEx that shit to him. You know what I'm saying?
But I'll just tell them. I'm just being factual to the people. Microsoft has done everything that we have asked them for them to do. They have done everything that we have asked them to do, and then some. And thank God we got people like Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond, who's the president of what's his name, Adala?
Yeah, Satya Nadella.
Thank God we got people like them, man.
Yeah,
and that's you can't say nothing. You can't say nothing bad about it. And let's just hope that these PS Sony ponies that they call him do the same damn thing and tell Jim Ryan off his ass is still doing the right thing.
Uh-oh, somebody's farting.
I'll be right back, fellas. That's my wife. I'll be right back.
Somebody farting on camera, man. So, hey, T, man. So what do you think about it, too, brother? You know, they're out there. Let me get our brother E-Rock in there. But what do you think about and touch on what He-Bot said, man? I mean, the Spartacus, you know, in ways, if you think about it, in my opinion, I don't think it's good. I don't think it's going to ever compete.
I don't really want to pay for stuff I've already gone through in life before. So if I have to pay for, you know, a rehashed version of a Blockbuster, I don't really want to do that. But the annoying thing is that, you know, if you don't release your games day and date, yeah, it's just gonna go bye.
Oh, that's the killer. That's the killer. You know.
But like, you have homies that want to say that, you know, it doesn't have to be day and date to be good, bro. And I'm like, well, then you're gonna see Ragnarok be finished day one, and I don't really care, you know.
Right.
And this is going to be the fun part is then when Sony has to port it to PC on Steam, yeah, you're not going to only just need PS5 to play those games.
Right.
There'll be other places. So,
all right, we got our brother E-Rock in the building, the Don King of Xbox, E-Rock X. What's up, brother?
What's going on, fellas?
How you doing, man?
Good. How y'all doing?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. What's up with you?
Oh, man, just chilling. Just chilling.
So E-Rock, man, why they keep crying, man? They keep constantly crying, brother. They're trying to defend that Spartacus, bro. But you know they got to pay for demos. They got to pay for back compat. You know what I mean? On the other hand, we always get all our demos free and shit. You know what I mean? If you already own old school OG Xbox games, 360 games, damn, Tuck, get your big ass belly out the camera, nigga. But yo, we get all this shit for free. You know what I mean? So now they want to say that, oh, it's good. It's good that the Spartacus is good and it'll do well. But in a way, man, I think they're still getting, they're still getting raped, man. You know what I mean? With all the money and all the tiers they have, in Spartacus. What do you think, man?
Damn, somebody driving a tractor trailer?
That's Tuck's phone.
Yo, man, this nigga, he still don't understand the dynamics of a podcast yet. Yo, man, that's what happens when you part of a cult. When you part of a cult, you got to make excuses for your cult leader all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. It's to the point, man, like, I'm tired of talking about these fools, man. Like I said a long time ago, y'all PlayStation dudes want to stay asleep. I ain't gonna wake you up. Spartacus, it just looks corny. It just looks like a fucking a dollar store version of Game Pass,
right.
without any of the perks, without backwards compatibility, without day and date games being released. And y'all defending this shit. But I mean, what do you expect from them at this point? I mean,
I know.
That's what they do. Whatever Sony do, they're gonna defend it. Like I understand you're a fan of a brand, but that's just fucking crazy. It's cult-like at this point.
Hey, E-Rock, you know what the irony is of all this? Can you hear me or no?
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh my God, the irony is that their subscription service is really the welfare pass.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess you can say that, man. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But He-Bot, is it the welfare pass on grade 1, grade 2, or grade 3? Or all three? I don't care.
Like, man. And it like just no fucking it's called cognitive dissonance. Just no fucking awareness of how corny y'all are. Just no awareness of nothing. Like y'all talked all of that shit about Game Pass being welfare pass for the longest. We don't want a Game Pass. Now y'all celebrating Spartacus. Like it's just I mean, do you? But like, at some point, when do you just say, "Yo, man, it's corny over here"? Well, I did it plenty of times with Nintendo 64. I said, "Man, it's corny over here. I'm getting a Dreamcast."
Right.
You know what I mean? I did it with PlayStation 2. I said, "Yo, it's corny over here. I'm getting an Xbox." Like, I'm not a slave to a corporation like that I gotta go and say to myself, I see the tweets. It's a good thing that Spartacus don't have day and date game releases. How the fuck is that a good thing?
Yeah, right.
Unbelievable.
Yo, them motherfuckers is lost over there, over that stupid Japanese box. I don't get it. I'll never fucking get it. I'll never get it.
They're saying that because we have day and date. So we have day and date exclusives coming to our Game Pass when Microsoft releases them and everything. And they're just saying that it's all right that they don't. In reality, they know.
But the Blue Nation wants to pay $70 a title. Come on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That doesn't make no sense, man. They're just saying that to defend their fucking Spartacus. That's why they're saying that, man. That's why they're saying that. They know it's. They know it's
I would
wrong.
rather pay absolutely zero than pay $70 each, but that's okay.
Right. And you're right. You made a good point, E-Rock. They know that's wrong. How could you go out on social media, tweet, or say anything about that it's okay to have Spartacus without your day and date exclusives in there? That's fucking stupidness, bro. You know, it's just dumb to say some shit like that, bro. Deep down, they're mad. E-Rock, they're mad. If they had God of War, the new God of War in their day and date, the new Spider-Man, the new Less of Us, and all those other games in there, they would be shouting it to the rooftops. You know what I mean? So they're lying about that, man. They're just in denial. They've been in denial since the One X came out and destroyed, you know, the Pro, and then we got the Series X. They've been in denial since, man. You know what I mean? They always got to try to flip it. You know, when we got something good over here, and they know good and goddamn well that Spartacus ain't shit, dude. And I'm gonna tell you what, in my opinion, I do not think the real PlayStation dudes out there that rock PlayStation are gonna buy that shit.
They're not. I don't think they are either.
They're not gonna buy that shit, man, because there's no day and date games in there. I know that for a fact because the dude I works at the exchange I go to, he only plays PlayStation. He doesn't make in front of Xbox or Nintendo. He just likes PlayStation. He said that shit is a ripoff, and he's not going to pay for it. He's not going to pay for the Spartacus. He said that's stupid not to have their exclusives in there day and date like Game Pass. You know?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. About it. You know what I mean?
You know, and the main thing what I tell the Sony fans that if they so into their system, like they say they are, and they call their system the number one system out there. I mean, is that something that you would want for your system to do? That is something that you want for Sony to do.
Thanks, Others
to
Inc.
put their exclusives on their day one.
If you want to come on, Others Inc., let me know. I'll have Tuck send you a link, brother, if you ain't busy.
Well, I don't know how to send out. I think.
Well, I can have T Reaper can send you one. If you want on Others Inc., T Reaper will send you a link, my man. If you ain't busy at work or whatever, you can come and chop it up with us, man.
I mean, this is.
Go ahead, Todd.
This is the only thing that don't make no damn sense out of the whole Douglas thing is that, just like you said, you will want your games to be on there day one. You don't want to hear nothing about no $18 a month for damn fucking demos. Xbox One, Xbox 2, Xbox 3, Xbox 4. Like, damn. For number one, do you think I'm gonna go out there my way to play an Xbox One game? I mean a PS1 game? Hell no. I ain't going there my way to play no damn PS1 game or no PS2 game. So, you know, Sony, you know, y'all fellas, don't. I probably this. If y'all buy that shit, y'all gonna wish y'all had never had, because Sony ain't going nowhere with it. I mean, just like you said, that to me, that is what you call a warfare pass. It's warfare. It's what you call. It's what you call purity out ghetto.
And what about and E-Rock, man? Just let's just flip it, E-Rock. If me and you were diehard PlayStation fans, and we knew
y'all wouldn't buy it.
We knew we had a Spartacus coming out. Wouldn't you be mad if you, let's say God of War was your favorite game and The Last of Us or whatever, let's say it was your favorite game and they didn't put those in there day and date for what you're paying for the Spartacus? Wouldn't you be upset?
Yeah, I would be, but me and you got common sense. We're not part of a cult. y'all sitting here trying to figure out a cult. That's like motherfuckers going back in time to Guyana and asking them niggas at Jim Jones, like, yo, why did y'all drink that motherfucking Kool-Aid? Or asking the niggas at Heaven Gate, like, yo, why did y'all sit there and wait for that motherfucking UFO y'all knew wasn't coming? Like, I never seen a fan base that just, they constantly lie to themselves. They lie to themselves every day. They wake up thinking about Xbox. The lunchtime company thinking about Xbox. Nighttime company thinking about Xbox. And then they repeat the shit the next day. Like, I never seen, yo, man, these motherfuckers is going. It's fucking crazy. It's not even about console war no more. It's about these motherfuckers is crazy. Let them stay asleep, man. Let them stay asleep. Fuck them.
And you know one thing else I just thought about this too, and I want you to hear this. I just thought about this. Major League Baseball is not exclusive no more for their system. So why can't they? So, huh?
It's the second year on Game Pass now.
Yeah.
For the second year of Game Pass, it's no more exclusive.
Fourth year and fifth year.
Huh?
It's going to keep going. Third year, fourth year, fifth year. It's going to stay in Game Pass.
And I tell you right now, and I was talking to Bone the other day, and he told me that it's selling more on Xbox than ever.
Yeah, he bought it.
I mean, you know, and the thing that I'm thinking about buying it too. But right now, I'm not really into baseball right now. But when I get deep into baseball, I might get into it a little bit more. Right now,
they banged me last year on 21. They ain't banging me again. No. It's not a great game. It's not fun and intuitive like Madden. Like Madden, you could hop right into. Back when Sega had baseball, it was very intuitive. You could hop into it. Like MLB The Show is like, it's too technical.
Right.
It's too, it is. All this time, all these years, everybody hyped that shit up. See, I knew what the fuck was up because I tried out MLB The Show back in 2008 when I had PS3. I knew what the fuck was up then. That it was like, it wasn't a great baseball game. But see, the beauty of Game Pass is now all of this shit they've been hyping up for years. MLB The Show, Yakuza. Now thanks to Game Pass, you can see that shit is trash.
Yeah.
That's true.
And the only thing about the baseball, the only thing I really don't like about the baseball, really, it's not really next gen. I mean, it doesn't look that better than last year's.
Well, I mean, imagine capping so hard to say that you don't care that you have to pay the $70 for the baseball yet on the Xbox side when it's not even our game. We can play it through Game Pass.
That's crazy.
That's a straight cap. I don't care who you are, what you are. That's like us saying, "Oh, we don't care if you guys get to play Forza Horizon on your streaming service before we do, or through the service while we got to pay $70."
Exactly.
We'll be mad. We'll be saying something. We'll be vocalizing it to the Xbox or to whoever. Hey, listen. We want this on the service. Like, why they get to play what we can't? Like, what's up? But the reason for that is because MLB owns the license. Right. They could do whatever they want. They made that deal with Xbox because they have no choice now. Sony don't call the shots. They told them, you want to make money out of it, fine. Your developer can still do it, and we'll split the earnings. But we're going to make deals with other people. And they're happy because last year's results, as we all know, it did very well. And it looks like it's doing well again this year. So, but that game is true, E-Rock. It's very, very simulator. It's not as accessible. So it makes it difficult to get into it the way you would, let's say, basketball or the football game. Although I think there's a mode where you could put it more arcade on, but don't quote me on it. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't tried it, but I think there's a mode.
Yeah, there is, and it's still too fucking.
And it's still too complex,
yeah,
complex, right?
Like Madden, you could just pick up. That's the one thing EA did right with Madden. You can just pick that shit up and play it with any fucking body.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Plus, the online service is not all that good either.
Huh?
The online service is not all that good either.
Oh, well, they're not going to prioritize because they're going to use the stupid servers they use. They're not going to put it on the Xbox dedicated servers to cloud.
No.
You're crazy? They're not going to make their version of the game be less on top of them putting it on Game Pass.
Right.
You're crazy. They're not going to. That's why the game is
on 79.
Online services is running like shit because they're using the old ones that they have. They're not using Xbox dedicated. If they use Xbox dedicated servers, believe me, the difference will be night and day. Then they'll be even more mad because they're like, oh, how their version plays better than ours, where it still plays like shit. Well, you don't got dedicated servers for your game.
Yeah.
What do you want?
That's true. That's very true about that. So
you got hardware that overheats and just basically burns itself to death.
Yeah, right. Well, what do you guys think? Because Hebot was talking about it. I didn't get to catch most of it. Anyone can go. But what do you think about now? They're talking when they showed off the Unreal Engine 5. For I guess some of the games we have, they want to damage control that now. You know what I mean? About Xbox showing stuff that stuff they're going to be doing. With the Unreal Engine 5 now.
Yeah,
they want to downplay it.
That's kind of the thing. Unreal Engine 5 tech is going to go across all new generation games.
Right.
And it doesn't matter what platform you're talking about. So it doesn't really matter.
Oh, no, Unreal Engine 5 now is corny to them because when they showed it off the first time with that girl flying through that desert sand level, they were like, oh my God, Xbox is done. You see them graphics? Oh my God. And Sony bought some stakes on Epic. It was like 2.0 stakes. Like it's done. Microsoft is done. Look at this. Unreal Engine can only be possible with PS5, the power of the SSD. Now that it's finalized, that people can actually use it and you can see how much it's grown, and you saw those technical demos of what they're doing with certain games, and you can see what you can able to accomplish even with open world games. When they showed that open world landscape, it looked beautiful.
Yeah.
Now it's not great. It's corny. It's not great. Oh, look how Horizon Zero Dawn or Last of Us looked on 1.8 teraflops on the PS4. They're trying to downplay it.
Right.
Because now they realize that it's available for all platforms, right?
Hey, are you hear this narrative, Hebot? Are you hear this narrative? Oh, that Unreal Engine 5 ran first on the PS5. I said, y'all, it's coming on all platforms. So what the hell y'all talking about?
Facts.
I'm like, come on, y'all. I'm just, it's like I told my friend, I just showed him a video how it's gonna be on the Xbox, on the Xbox. He thought I was making fun of him. Of his PS5. I was like, dude, I just gave you the video to show you how it's gonna look on the Xbox.
Right.
That's all I showed you. And then all of a sudden he gonna turn around and I said, now listen here, Tay. I said, for the first time, you done hooked your damn Xbox up and you had your damn Xbox for a whole damn month. So don't sit here and hand me that crap about you don't know what the hell's going on. So I just told him, I said, dude, I'm not here to criticize you. I don't give a damn about the damn war. I really don't give a damn about Sony. I don't give a damn about Sony. And like I told you, I would never buy a PlayStation. And I told him that. And I mean that today. I would never, ever buy that jack crap box. I would never, ever buy it.
You should have just told him, Tay, I'm here just to open your eyes. That's all.
That's what I was trying to do, but he took it all in the wrong direction and everything. I was like, man, y'all ponies just
that's Sony behavior, Sony fanboy behavior 101. If you're starting to talk about, how it's capable to be run on all units and consoles, and he's taking it as something offensive, that's definitely Sony behavior. That's how their fan base is.
Yeah, that's how their fan base is. Yeah. Yeah, you get that right. That's how their fan base is. Like you said, Hebot. That's sad though.
Man, I could see them. Can you guys probably see them buying? Can you guys see them buying like Epic?
Oh,
I tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. If Microsoft get their hands on Epic, shit, y'all have to put more of these damn Sunny ponies in a what's called that in a psychology school. These motherfuckers would go crazy.
Asylum, my nigga.
You have to put them in a sane asylum because all of them phonies would jump, they wouldn't know what to do with themselves.
Right.
So don't let Microsoft buy them out. Cause if they do that, they ain't gonna lose their damn mind. Right. And it's just the truth.
All the games that were on that Microsoft when they used the Unreal Engine 4 and stuff like that with Gears, and different games like that, they were very beautiful games. Even they still stand the test of time. Even Gears 4 still stands the test of time.
Well, I mean, the Gears series has always been the benchmark for Unreal Engine.
Right.
Since it started, like since its inception, it was always the benchmark game. That's what I've always told people. Like Gears is one of those games that that you can't even compare because it shits all over most things out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And what's that other game he bought that they did that looked also good? Where you would kick the dude into a plant and the plant would eat him and shit. What was that game?
Oh, you're talking about the ones that no people can fly, the ones that did Gears Judgment.
Yeah.
You're talking about Bulletstorm.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good game too. That was a really good game.
Yeah, Bulletstorm was fire too.
I even bought the other one, the newer one that came out, on
the remaster. It almost felt like Gears, but in first person.
Right, and that's a pretty goddamn good game. That was using the Unreal Engine, right?
Yeah, yes, it was. Yeah, yes, it was.
Yeah, man, but like E-Rock said, I mean, I don't know. I just sit back and listen to the crying and whining and denial of them out there, man. Anytime something comes out and the good things are being said about Xbox and the Unreal Engine 5 and different things that's going to be coming out, man, just seems like it's a lot of damage control and bitching and crying, bro. Man, I have nothing else to say about that, man.
Ain't nothing to really say. They just like to argue, man.
Yeah, or they try to, damage control all the time. You got these. Who is it he bought? Is it that dude from Jez Gordon?
Well, which one you know?
Jez, and all them over there.
No, the new these motherfuckers push that new narrative, like Jeff Grubb and Windows Central and Jez talking about stupid shit, like saying all these games are in trouble, State of Decay's in trouble. Fable's in trouble.
Yeah.
Perfect Dark's in trouble. Porsche, they all in trouble. Everything like is in trouble. We talk about the company that has trillions of dollars that can hire people and just fix any problems that's going on. But if somebody leaves, they can just hire new people. Right. But all their games are in trouble. PlayStation games are not in trouble. It's only Xbox games. They're all in trouble. Mm-hmm. Yet they failed to understand that when they did games like God of War or even Last of Us, when they weren't trying to finish the game, there was 12 different developers working on God of War, for example. 12.
Yeah.
But because they didn't make it, transparent and let everybody know until after the fact, right? Nobody talked about it. Everybody's like, oh, no, it's great. They all think that it was only Sony Santa Monica that made the game and that it was fucking amazing and that they do such great work because they got so much time and they give them so much freedom. And Xbox doesn't do that. Xbox, they don't give people time. And now that Microsoft is allowing developers to take the time they need, they're pushing games back, that they're telling them, listen, you do what you feel is comfortable for you and giving them that space that they want and ask for. Now, Xbox is not being diligent enough or stern enough to be on their asses, and now it's out of control. Yeah. Everybody at Coalition trying to kill themselves. All the people at Playground Games, because they're having trouble with the RPG elements of Fable, which is understandable because they never did it. Oh no, those motherfuckers, they're just gonna start shooting each other in the fucking face and throwing themselves out the window. It's over for Xbox. Oh my God. And then you look at their sources and look at their videos and they have no source. And you see all these other monkeys doing videos and following along, monkey see, monkey do, right? And then when you go look at the video, it's, oh yeah, Jeff Grubb, he said it. Or Jeff Jordan from Windows Central, he said it. And none of those fucking sites, none of them are official Xbox licensed sites. None of them. You see these motherfuckers post shit up, and not even Microsoft themselves, or Phil, or Larry, or the Xbox actual Twitter handle. None of them retweet it. None of them put like on it. None of them do any comments because they don't play the bullshit game. But yeah, you got all these other people that follow on Twitter. Oh my God, these guys got the stores. They got insiders, and you know, the insiders, motherfucker. Everybody knows that with pandemic, shit had to be pushed back.
Right.
Everybody knows that Playground Games never did RPG, so they're going to have some type of hurdles because it's new territory for them. That's what happens. But you acting like Microsoft don't got developers like Obsidian or Bethesda that can come in and bring people in and help them with the RPG elements. Hello, dude. They're owned by Microsoft. Of course they can help them. So you really think Microsoft's not going to let them do that? And they're going to just let the game go to shit? No. Wake up and smell the Toto juice, my nigga. Like, y'all motherfuckers is stupid. And then these motherfuckers will get all the super chats, $100 in the super chat. Get all these fucking goddamn people, you know, thank you. Donating to that channel, give them free shit. Oh my God, these niggas are gods, and them motherfuckers don't know shit. They don't know jack shit. They're taking guesses like we all do, based on rumors and ramblings that you hear within the streets, right? The gaming street. You know what I mean? And it's like a lot of them, they'll talk to Tim Dog, right? Or they'll hear Tim Dog say something, and then they run with it. Yeah. We got an inside source, and the inside source is because Tim actually knows Aaron and Phil, and he'll kind of give like a hint and allude to some of the stuff that might be going on or what they're trying to do, but he don't do it in a negative way. And then these motherfuckers turn into psycho Xbox drama. Oh my God. It's done. It's done. Playground Games is going to kill themselves. No more Playground Games. Game was over. Oh my God. You know, State of Decay 3, even though they already came out and nipped it in the bud and said themselves what the hell the situation is, because the art director left because he's been there for like 400 years and decided to do something different. That means the game's over. Oh my God, the game's over. Like, people, come on. It's part of the industry. You know what's the difference though? Compared from now to as we were growing up, we didn't have social media with all these fucking big mouths and nosy ass and wannabes and know-it-alls. So we were never aware of all these things in the industry. It was all oblivious to us. It was all kept under wraps because they never discussed it. But social media, like I said, has made everybody have a voice. But just because you have a voice doesn't mean you should be talking. You have to have responsibility. You have to have responsibility and actual credibility to be yapping your fucking mouth day in, day out on Twitter or on your shows and on your podcast with actual real hard evidence from Microsoft. And Microsoft developers and reps talking, saying, yeah, we know this was going on. We dangle. No, motherfucker, the same way y'all said Game Pass wasn't making no money and people don't buy games on Game Pass. And then you come to find out that most players are buying 40% more games on motherfucking Game Pass. And then when that fucking truth came out, what happened? All you heard was crickets. Nobody was saying shit.
You know what? Now that's the he-bot that I like hearing.
It's just annoying. It's like E-Rock said, you get tired of repeating yourself.
Yep.
It's like talking to the wall and wasting our breath because we should be putting this energy into sitting down playing games instead of doing these shows to talk about the stupidity, but they're not going to change because they're already natural born stupid. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's not their fault they were born retarded. It's just the way they are. You see what I'm saying? And every PlayStation fan that acts that way, or even Nintendo weirdos and drones, they all fit the same MO. They got anime fucking goddamn play things. They're all into cosplay. All they talk about is Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon or Dragon Slayer or the only games that count are Japanese anime RPGs or now only Dark Souls games count. They all fit the same motherfucking MO. How can you be so blatant and yet so blind? If you're so blatant with your same following, patterns and stupidities, how can you be so blind that this is us and this is a pattern? Like E-Rock said, cognitive dissonance. They all follow the same pattern because they're all the same minds. They do the same thing. It's just a checklist. This is popular. This is what we're going to follow. This is what's going on. This is what they're saying. Let's talk about it. Yes, we are. Oh, yes, we are. You see what I'm saying? Never an actual genuine opinion or thought from their brain or from their heart, the way that we do in these shows, the way that E-Rock does in his show, the way that 100 does in his show, the way that Sega Man does in his. No, none of that shit. No, fuck yeah. You niggas are the bottom of the heap. You motherfuckers don't know shit. Y'all stupid because y'all live in the ghetto. No, motherfucker. We awake because we come from the ghetto, you stupid fucks. We're not stupid. We've been doing this long enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Oh my God. It's just tired. It's already a fucking joke, man. It's annoying. It's annoying.
I mean, I would call them blind by envy, Hebot, is what they would be.
Well, you just wait till we get these good games like E-Rock. E-Rock said he can't wait for. I think E-Rock and Hebot can't wait for as a Plague's Tale 2.
Oh no! Me and E-Rock, we're complaining because we're gonna get to play Plague's Tale's Innocent Requiem Part 2 day and date, right, E-Rock? We don't want to play that shit. Don't give that shit to us for free. Why not? You see how stupid that shit sounds?
That was the first one. That was a fantastic game. I mean, that was a great game, man. I really enjoyed it.
Not dumb enough to move to Germany for better connection, man.
What's that?
No, I'm responding to OJ in the comments section.
Oh yeah, yeah, right. He sounds like who? Porter Rock.
Plus, T-Bot has a bunch of kids he can't leave.
E-Bot always busy, man. You got anything to say about it, brother E-Rock? Yeah, you still there, bro? E-Rock. Oh, he must be away.
About what? About what?
It's probably his mic.
It might be his mic, yeah.
About what, Sega Man?
What do you think, Tuck, about them? Honestly, man, what do you think about them? Crying. Like Ebot said so eloquently in his videos. Now that we get to see stuff tested for Xbox on the Unreal Engine 5, which we did see. I watched it a couple times. It looks really good. I thought that was the dude from Gears. The little part they showed with him in there. With the I think it was a creature in there and stuff like that. That looked pretty good. Face details, everything just looked really crisp, on the character's face. I thought it was impressive. But now they want to, damage control. It's not all right now that they were in denial, that they thought that it was just going to be for PlayStation, for some dumbass reason. You know what I mean? But now they want to, cry like babies and damage control it, man. What do you think about it, man?
I mean, this is what I'm always stating. That's the reason why I always stating. It's like every damn game that Sony, when they had these damn shows, Sony give these guys the perception that it's going to be on their system only, and they think that the Unreal Engine is going to be on their system only. I don't get it. I don't want to get it. They foolish. They childish. They retarded. They got they special ed.
Damn, Tom.
I mean, dude, come on, y'all. I mean, you think they're gonna make one engine just for one damn system? I'm like, damn, y'all some elementary, uneducated, special ed, retarded motherfuckers. I mean,
they think that every game that's coming out is running on Decima because Sony owns it.
Right. I mean, come on, man. I mean, I don't get that, man. I just don't get it. And that's the reason why I would just love to see Microsoft buy Epic and buy that damn Unreal Engine. Boy, let me tell you, man, they will commit suicide in a heartbeat. I mean, that way Xbox had the Epic engine, and then they would have the Unreal Engine.
Fact.
Oh man, they will commit suicide. But you know what? It is what it is, fellas. I mean, these Sony ponies, they can bleed. I mean, they so sporadic. They so into that Japanese box that I really don't even understand. I mean, I told this one guy today, I said, the last time I checked, it wasn't about interfaces. It's about playing the damn game. Interface, yes, it's nice to look at, but it's about you playing the damn game. So what the hell are we talking about?
Right.
I mean, and then they're going to talk about the damn control pad. I said, damn, dude, please. I said, Xbox got one of the best damn control pads out there, and that's all it is to it. And, but to me, they on some stuff, man. They on some smoke. They on some Maui Wowie, whatever they want to be on. Let them do what they got to do. But they ignorant.
Puck said Maui Wowie.
They ignorant. It's like they just downright ignorant. Okay. I mean, you think they going to put a gaming engine on one system? Oh boy.
Hey, Hebot, man. You know, it's a little bit of old news, but I think it's kind of good. What do you think, Hebot, about Xbox actually, outselling, in the UK? The UK is usually PlayStation centric. You know what I mean? But I honestly thought it was great news that over there are UK brothers and stuff over there, and it outselling over there. I thought that was a great thing, man. What do you think, Hebot?
Well, I mean, there's also a rumor, right? Because it is a rumor, and I'm being, trying to, make that loud and clear. It's a rumor. It's not facts, but the rumor is that Microsoft, during the holiday season, made some kind of deal with AMD, so that they can prioritize, right?
Yeah.
Making the chipsets for the Xbox Series X and the S to have more systems available or readily available during the holiday season, which is the most busiest time of the year for people wanting to buy systems, right?
Yeah.
And since then, they have made them way more available, as time has gone on through the months, in stores like Walmart, in stores like GameStop, Target. Although it's a shame that GameStop is still trying to have it under a paywall, so to speak. And what I mean by that is that GameStop is only selling them via bundles. They're forcing you to buy more merchandise for them to make a bigger pocket and percentage out of every sale, instead of you just buying flat out the system by itself, if you can't afford it for that matter, right?
Right.
Or even through Xbox All Access, which you all know it's a wonderful option, because especially for people that are not economically stable, that can't get the $500 and $550 to pay right off the hip, they get it through All Access, and they're able, to pay it monthly, $37 for one tier and $27 for the Series S tier, which is a wonderful option for 2 years with no interest, and it includes Game Pass Ultimate and Xbox Live Gold with that package, right? For 24 months, right? For 2 years. And again, it's a rumor, but if it's a rumor that has some type of validity to it, in the sense that it makes perfect sense. Microsoft hasn't had the upper hand with Xbox console sales for quite a while. We all know this since last generation. Basically, because most people had the perception that the Xbox console just wasn't worth owning because it wasn't powerful enough, because it didn't have enough exclusives, because the exclusives can be played on PC and things of that nature, things as such, right? So this is the very first time in a while that they actually have sales coming out of Japan, the UK, and I think this month even the US, where they actually outsold PlayStation. Now, by how much? I would say 10, 20,000 units, not by much, but they still won overall, right? A win is a win, right?
Right.
And they're seeing this data and these numbers, and they're seeing that it's keeping them in conversation. And what people are doing is they're hungry and thirsty to play next generation consoles with the benefits from the next generation games.
Right.
Or for the games to play much better, because to be honest, we still have most games out now are really cross-gen. They're not really all pushing the boundaries or the envelopes, even though we get the benefits, with the exception of some like Medium, like Flight Simulator, right?
Yep.
Which is understandable. There's still not enough games that are really pushing the boundaries, and I think that's why they made the announcement for Unreal Engine 5, because these are the games that are really going to show what the consoles are capable of.
Right.
Even the PC cards, right? And it makes perfect sense because of pandemic. Obviously, we're still a year and a half into the release cycle of this console. In September or November, I believe it'll be 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Marked to the day, right?
Yeah.
So you want to create hype as you're going forward, because going forward, games are going to have to be utilized and using the power of the consoles. And you got to forget about last generation. That's the whole point about moving forward to a new generation, because you want to move games forward, evolve them, and make them more sophisticated, more elaborate, bigger, better, graphically, content-wise, story-wise, with the NPCs, the worlds, the vivid details, whatever the case may be. So in order to do this, you have to start looking forward and not backwards. You got to realize that we're not going to be able to see what it has to offer and what we're going to be able to achieve unless, they start making these games actually take advantage of the hardware.
Right.
So
That's true.
Microsoft saying, listen, can you prioritize? A lot of people are trying to push the narrative, oh, how dare they? That's a low blow. Who the fuck they think they are? Hey, listen, it's a business first and foremost, number one. Microsoft is going to say, oh, wait, let me stop. We're not going to do this because we got to wait until Sony catches up. You think Microsoft's going to do that? Did Sony stop last generation
Hell no.
when they had the advantage that they're selling their console $100 less, right? They were selling the console $100 less because they were able to go last, changed the fact that they were going to put a camera in the console as well, took it out and out of Microsoft's dispense, right?
Yep.
Because they got the backlash, right? And we're able to take advantage of that. Did Sony stop last gen when they were outselling Microsoft month after month? No.
Hell no.
They didn't give a fuck. As a matter of fact, they plastered that shit every month. We won MPDs. We won MPDs everywhere.
Yeah.
Plastered everywhere, right? So Microsoft is going to stop and say, wait. Let's let Sony catch up. Hold on. We can't do nothing until they catch up. Of course they're not. They're going to take advantage. They're going to make a move because they have the upper hand at the moment, right? And that upper hand, we all got to remember, any wrong move Microsoft does can be taken away from them in a snap of a finger, especially Microsoft, that people always love to critique and look for something negative about. They're not like Sony and PlayStation that they can have women getting raped at their job and nobody talks about it except one outlet, right?
Yeah.
They don't have that privilege. They don't have that freedom or that acceptance. Oh, it's okay. Sony will deal with it. They're good for that. We must move on. No. When Microsoft has any negativity, anything, even for the power brick, for Christ's sake, even the way the console look, oh my God, the fat VCR is, right? Well, we heard that term, the VCR, for 3 years, but when the PS3 came out that looked like a big-ass fucking overgrown cockroach, nobody talked about it. Right?
Right.
Right?
Hold on. The first Xbox One looked like a VCR, and then it looks like a tower. I love it.
Yeah, exactly. You know, T-Reaper, that was the conversation for years.
Yep.
Right? Not games, not the fact that it had games.
Like a little mini digital box. And
that was the conversation. Or 900p versus 700p, or 900p versus 1080p. That was the conversation, even though Microsoft and the Xbox games have more games in 1080p in 60 frames than any PlayStation console last generation, right? But that was the conversation. That's the conversation we had, right?
Yeah.
So now they want Microsoft to put their feet down and press the brakes, because you gotta be colleagues, Microsoft. You gotta play nice. You can't oversee our PlayStation. That's not nice. You're not playing nice. That's not very That's not very community friendly. I thought you said it's all about games and that we should rejoice and join together. I thought that's what you said, Phil. Listen, Phil's gonna talk PR talk because he's a businessman. In front of you, he's gonna tell you he loves you, and behind your back, he's gonna tell you to suck his asshole. Okay? Because at the end of the day, it's about money and being number one. What company don't want to be number one? Anybody that could be number one, you can't sit there and tell me that you're not going to take the opportunity to be number one if you can take that chance.
Oh, hell yeah.
You're straight lying, you're capping out your fucking asshole, and you're straight being disingenuous. Okay? It makes sense. So if the rumors have any validity, or that seems to have validity, it would make a lot of sense. Because because of that, when somebody goes into the store and they see S's and X's and they don't see a PS5, they'll be like, well, damn. With the Xbox, I can get Game Pass, play all the games day and night for $15.
Yep.
And the console's right there. I don't gotta wait. Listen, of course they're gonna buy an Xbox, and that's what's happening. And not only that, when has anybody in this damn comment section, right? Or when has anybody in this panel, right, has ever seen in any generation ever where they prioritize the console from last generation versus the new generation console? When have you ever seen that?
Never.
Nope.
Never. Until now. Until now. Why? Because more than likely, and this is just my educated guess based on what I've seen through the years, I really believe Sony, financially is just not where they want to be.
Nope.
And so what they're doing is they're making sure that they can have a console out there that they can at least manufacture at cost, that it's not going to cost them anything. They're not going to lose money out of, which is the PS4 and the PS4 Pro, right?
Go back to remaking them.
And they started manufacturing those and prioritizing those because at the end of the day, 95% of their titles are all cross-gen.
Yeah.
See? So they just want people to play the new God of War. They just want people to play the new Returnal, Forspoken, GT7, whatever the game is. They want them to play the game because that's where you make the money with the software. They don't care about the console right now. So what they're doing is they're cutting their losses, making sure they can make up some money by selling the old units, getting a bunch of software sales, hopefully, from the new games, and then they can go back and prioritize manufacturing the PS5. Yeah. And that makes sense based on Sony's situation. You see?
Like, do you just take the old content and make it and sell it as service? Like that really
What was the question, T? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Do you really just take your old content that you sold in last generations and turn them into service programs? Is that really what you just do to make more money?
Well, in their case, yes, because they can afford to make an older unit, right? Like the PS4, right?
Yeah.
And sell it for like $150. People will buy it because it's cheap, especially newcomers that are coming in because they know they got all these titles that are praised by everybody. And when you go to the store come on, let's be real. When you go to any store, whether it's Best Buy's, Target, whether it's Walmart, or whether it's GameStop, okay? Let's be fucking real. When you go in there, all they do is, yo, you played that new PlayStation game? Yo, you played that new Nintendo game? They don't tell you, yo, you played the new Xbox Halo? That shit was fire. They don't tell you. They do not tell you that, even though Halo's on the shelf, even though Flight Simulator's on the shelf, even though Forza Horizon is on the shelf, they're not going to tell you that. What they tell you is, yo, you played the new Kirby? That shit is fire. And I'm not saying that the games are not good. Yeah, the game's good. Kirby's fun. Yeah, absolutely. But that's what they do. They don't tell you, play the new Halo. Or check out Crossfire X, even though Crossfire X is not available physical. But
they don't.
Microsoft, what they need to do too is they need to start prioritizing physical as well. Because you can't buy a physical copy of Psychonauts 2. You can't buy a physical copy of Crossfire X. And that is perception on the wall of any store. Not GameStop, only any store. You go to that wall, you see them games, and it says Xbox exclusive. Okay. Yeah. Xbox Game Studio developed game. Okay. They have to see that. People need a visual aid to believe that, oh, well, wait, Microsoft and Xbox got games. A lot of their games are digital. You can't get Loco Psycho physical. You can't get Crimson Dragon physical. You can't get D4 physical. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of Xbox titles that are exclusive that you can't get physical. But all the PlayStation ones, you can get physical. So that's why people think PlayStation got more exclusive. You see what I'm trying to say? So the same way that prioritizing, right, the chipset, they need to start prioritizing making physical copies of all those games, even if it's a small amount. So when they have it in the store and that box is there, people can see an Xbox Game Studio game, an Xbox exclusive game, an Xbox timed exclusive, whatever the case may be. Sony does it with their games. They put timed exclusive right on the fucking box and it still sells.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
that's what the perception of people to not to think that they don't have exclusive games, that they just have, multi-plats, and that's it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but do we really return the multi-class into service titles? Like that's not really what I'm.
Well, that depends on the developer, T.
Yeah.
Because more people will look at a game if it's in the service.
True. Yeah.
More people are gonna go and play that game day one if it's on a service. They're not gonna go buy 12 million copies of, let's say, Plague's Tales 2. That's not happening. They're not gonna be 12 million people ready to buy that game. No. But I will tell you what, there'll be at least 4 or 5 million people trying it day one on Game Pass. Because it's there available and you can play it and you don't have to worry about going out and buying it.
Available the day it launches. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. It's all about accessibility. But then what you do is, okay, it's there, so now let's make some physical copies and have them in the store. So that way when people see it, oh yeah, they have a physical copy. For those that like physical, let's buy a physical copy. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. I keep saying, and people, disagree with me. It's the perception that's the most important key factor here. And I know it sounds retarded. I know it sounds unfathomable, but it is. Perception goes a long way. It's like when people watch a movie. You see how many people went and watched Venom because everybody's talking about, oh, Venom, and the movie was fucking trash.
Yeah, it was trash.
The best thing about the movie was Tom Hardy. That's it. But the movie overall was garbage.
Yeah.
Right? And what happened with Venom 2? The word got out. People didn't like it. It didn't do as well. It's the same thing that I said in my video. It happened with Horizon Zero Dawn 2. The first game, it was hype. It was the first game Guerrilla Games has done ever since Killzone. It was a new IP. It was fresh in the oven. People wanted to see what they did. And everybody was, oh, yeah, this game's dope. But then a lot of people played the game. And they were like, oh, my God, this game is a slow burn. It's boring. I don't really feel the game. It looks nice and everything, but I'm not having a good time. And what happened? That transitioned over to the second game. Now, a lot of people are not worried about the second game. And it didn't help that it also had a lot of bugs. And people were, posting it. And what happened? The sales dropped. And it already was announced in the UK that it didn't do well the way the first one did. And I said that way before. The second game is not going to sell. And people ask me, well, why you say that? Because once you find out if something's good or not that good, you're not going to have the same interest anymore. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so the sales are going to drop. And it's happened with other titles like Halo. You look at Halo 2 versus Halo 3, and you see a significant jump. But then when you see Halo 3 to Halo 4, it dropped, even though it still did well. Because that's what people do. They get adamant and they second guess themselves. Like, now, I don't know if I want to play it because people are talking about it like it wasn't that good compared to Halo 3. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So, and that's word of mouth, which is part of perception. It's all about perception. Perception is the most important key. It's like the secret ninja weapon that people overlook. All right? That people want to act like, no, it's not really a big deal, but it is. Because when you go into these stores, first thing I hear people say is, I don't got Xbox because that shit got no games. I've heard people still today say shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't buy Xbox because it don't got exclusives. I don't buy Xbox because they don't got story-driven games.
Yep.
I don't buy Xbox because it only has multiplats. I don't buy Xbox because all their games are on PC. I don't buy Xbox because it's not more powerful than the PlayStation 5. I hear people say shit like this.
Yeah, you do, and I hear it.
Okay.
I hear they're not gonna name himself. Yeah.
And why do they say this? Because the perception is that Microsoft is shit and PlayStation and Nintendo are glorified kings.
Yep.
And that is why
Rinse
things
and
haven't
repeat.
changed faster.
Rinse and repeat.
What happened?
I said rinse and repeat. Don't keep doing it.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Oh, they're fucked
Yeah.
now because we got PS5. So now I'm going to murder all the games. If I see them lying about any game, I'm going to make sure I go out and buy it, use or whatever, try it out, and I'm going to call out all the bullshit.
Yep.
That's what I do all the time.
You did it
That's
in the
why
past.
I love doing that shit.
I know.
That's my favorite. I love calling
I like
out the
when you-
bullshit.
I like when he makes the videos, man. Boy, do they get pissed. Man. When Hebot talked about God of War and the Spider-Man games, oh man, did they get pissed. Oh, I'll never forget.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Ray. That's true.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear the truth about it.
No. Ray was saying that Sony really thinks they are in the MCU. Yeah. They have their own universe, and they're trying to sell it like they're in the MCU of Marvel, and they're not. It's called deceiving their audience, and that's why people fall for it and go support their shit because it's called perception. They deceive the market. That's what they do.
Yep.
But they do that with everything. They've done that with their consoles. They do that with their games. They do that with their appliances, their TVs, their movies. They do that with everything. They've been doing this since PlayStation 1. I can't stress it enough. E-Rock stressed it enough. 100 has stressed it. Sega forever. Sega, man. We've all said this 1,000 million times, and people act like we lying. You remember when Final Fantasy, they used to show the trailer, they would show the CGI, not the game, just the CGI cutscenes, and people thought that's the way the game looked.
Yeah, they thought it looked like that.
Yeah, and then when you played the game, it was fucking a photo background with little chubby ass characters that look like little fucking goddamn critters. You could barely tell what they look like when you saw Cloud and everybody else in the crew. This shit looked like shit.
Yep.
That didn't mean the game wasn't good. The games were still good. They were great RPGs, but they didn't look nothing like they made it seem like in their commercials.
They did it with Killzone too, right, Hebot?
Oh yeah, and they admitted it all these years later. Remember, they finally admitted, yeah, we lied. That wasn't nowhere near what it looked like. That was all a vertical slice. We made that up. All these years later, they finally admitted, yes, we've been knew that. Shut up. We've been knew that.
It's true. Yeah, we did. That wasn't what the game fucking looked like. I fucking had the game on PlayStation 3. It was trash.
Yeah, Rain. GameStop is friendly maybe in some areas because in my area, Rain, no fucking cap. No cap. In my area, all they do is push PlayStation still and Nintendo.
Yep.
That's all they do. In my area. I'm not saying in your area. In your area is probably different.
Shit,
My area?
almost every damn area, man.
No, because Rain said in his area they're very Xbox friendly. And that's good because they
That
need
is
to be.
good.
But in my area, the motherfuckers are still relic. They still think they're in the PS1. Huh?
I told him, Ebot, I said, bring some of that down here because down here in PA, they're the same way. They're fucking all about PlayStation.
Dude, a dude went in there the other day. He was trying to buy the Xbox bundle when I went to buy my son's bundle, right? And he really, and the guy working there literally told him, oh, but why would you want to play Xbox? They don't really got exclusives. That's what he told him.
Damn, really?
I'm like, are you serious, my guy? I'm like, oh, hell. And I had to get into it and tell the guy and broke it down. No, that's not true at all. The problem is a lot of the Xbox exclusives are digital. They don't have a physical copy because they make more money that way, the developers, instead of, selling them physical because there's a middleman and they get a smaller percentage.
Yeah.
But with PlayStation, they don't really have a digital market like that. So their market is more physical, and that's what they're known for, just like Nintendo. So they bring out everything physical. But it's not true that they don't have exclusive. That's not true at all.
Yeah.
At all. And to be honest, they don't even restock. They don't even restock the older exclusives, like Sunset Overdrive. You don't even see that shit in the wall. You don't see Crackdown 3. You won't see, Rise, Son of Rome, Dead Rising 3. You don't see none of those games on the shelf no more. It's
Really,
like they liquidated them, they took them out, and you don't see them anymore. With PlayStation, you go in there, you'll see copies of like fucking Uncharted 1 for PS3. You see what I'm saying?
Damn.
They always keep the PlayStation shit stocked, even if it's older.
Shit in the Goodwill.
But Xbox, they don't even have the older shit that's exclusive. Nothing. Like Killer Instincts, good luck on that one. You can barely find Killer Instinct on the store. But yeah, you can't find it. As a matter of fact, I got mad as hell because I was trying to buy a physical copy of of Gears of War Tactics.
Yeah.
Right? It was $3.99. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pick it up because the game's cheap. Because I'm not really an RTS guy, but I'd rather own it physical.
Yeah.
Because it connects to the universe and the story, and I could play it even if I want to, because at least I own it.
Right.
And $4, I mean, you can't beat that. That's on the cheap. That's a good deal.
I'll buy that shit in a minute.
It was like a 2-day sale, and they sold out. People bought it. So I was like, all right, no problem. So I missed out, and I couldn't get it. So now when you go, you don't even see it. You don't see Guilty. It's like they liquidated them out, and you can't find them.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So, but I blame Xbox for that too, because like I said, it's their responsibility and their job to make sure that their shelves are full with their exclusives as well in these stores. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That way people can see and be like, all right, I'm gonna buy it. There's an exclusive, okay, EA, or this is a time exclusive, whatever the case may be. And they don't, it's just not there. And that's why people think that they don't have exclusives either. And the store people, they don't help. They push that agenda hard body. Oh yeah, they don't got exclusives. Why you want to buy an Xbox? I'm like, are you serious, bro? This is 2013. What the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Like, why are you saying that? Oh, where's my Batman fig? My Lucius Fox Batman. Where's it at? No.
Have any of y'all seen that movie anyway, Batman?
Which one, puppy?
The new one.
No, I want to badly because that guy's a great director.
I haven't seen it either.
Did you see it, Tuck? Is it fire? Is it fire?
I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it.
Oh God, Tuck, I'm disappointed with you.
What's up, Vodka?
You went and watched Venom, but you ain't watched that. I'm disappointed with you, Tuck.
My brother Vodka?
Vodka!
What's up, Vodka?
Damn, what happened with E-Rock? E-Rock must have fell asleep.
Still here, man?
Hey, I'll tell you right now, y'all. I'm enjoying the hell out of the Halo series, man.
I think E-Rock got so tired of talking about the ponies, he fell asleep.
He might have fell asleep.
He's like, fuck the pony talk.
He's still there. He's still there.
E-Rock!
Yo.
Want to get your opinion on that? Because you go comical, you go Comedy Central on that shit.
What they do this week?
About what we were talking about with the fucking, what was it you asked? This question that Sega Man asked.
Man, I told y'all them niggas is crazy, man. Whatever they doing is crazy.
But like you said, if Microsoft is doing that, if they're prioritizing and all that stuff, like you said, that's business. I mean,
that's what it was, E-Rock. The console sales that Microsoft has won in MPD sales, and the rumors is because they prioritized or they paid AMD to prioritize chipsets to have more consoles readily available in all stores outside of their store.
Oh man, they be wilding. Wow, that's just crazy. Man, they need help. They need help. That's just crazy to me. So AMD is behind the scenes rigging the game, huh?
No. Microsoft supposedly did the deal with them to make chipsets better or readily available to have more Xboxes available in stores. Yeah. Not that they cut Microsoft's back or did that. They actually paid Microsoft, AMD money to prioritize manufacturing the consoles more and making them more available since the holidays. That's the rumors that's going around.
Companies don't work that way. That's why the rumors is ridiculous. Man, wow. Just going on Twitter you must lose brain cells just going on there because wow, crazy.
Yeah, but I do feel like this, E-Rock, if Microsoft is doing that, that's business. I mean, that's a good thing if they're doing that. I mean, it's rumored, but you know how that goes. But if they doing it, it's a business. So you know, I'm all for it. So
it's so bad.
Which I will agree with you. They don't normally do business that way, but if they can do that, if they can get more consoles in stores, so be it.
Well, Sony had to go back, you know, they had to go back and start remaking PS4s because their consoles, you know, in short supply. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of, let's just keep it facts. A lot of these PlayStation dudes out here, they don't want to buy another PlayStation 4. They want that PlayStation 5. And it's just like Hebot said. They just want you to play the games. That's all they're worried about because it's software and they're bringing out more PS4s. But these dudes want that next gen feel. They don't give a fuck if they're remaking PlayStation 4s. They want them 5s, man. And to me, that's a back blow to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And in that way, I think they're in a little bit of trouble that way. You know what I mean? We're supposed to be over and done with, right? Everybody said, oh, Microsoft needs to stop making the Xbox One. They need to stop making the Xbox One S and X and all that. We ain't making them no more. But you got Sony going back making PlayStation 4s. Are they shouting the rooftops about that? No.
And it just goes to show you what I'm about to say. I ain't forgot what I'm about to say. I'm about to say something. I forgot. I'll come back to it later. So,
yeah, but these dudes, man. Well, you know what, bros? We're going to get out of here, man. We've been on here for an hour, almost 45 minutes, man. So we're going to let our brothers do their outros, man. You know what I mean? This was a great show. It was really good to have our brother E-Rock come and rock out with us today, man. Much respect to our brother E-Rock coming and chopping up game with us today, man. So yeah, let's do our closeouts, man. So let's start with ODT Reaper, brother. ODT Reaper, man. Tell the Alpha Brothers and Exile Brothers where they can find you.
You can always find me on Xbox Live at ODT Reaper, as it's spelled directly in front of my face. I'm actually enjoying the trial for that Vanguard, actually.
Thank
I
you,
actually
brother.
hit level 35 already, so I just have 20 more levels.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I actually, and I have, my trial has 4 days of gameplay left on it, so if I finish it by the end of the week, I'll be amazed. But
oh, nice,
I
brother.
want to hit level 55 and get the 100 gamer score achievement, so we'll see.
Nice, man.
But and then I'm only 300 gamer score away from 75K, so.
Damn. Sweet. Keep up the good work, man.
Yep. But
all right,
having fun.
Go ahead.
And I'm enjoying the Halo Showtime show. So.
Yeah, I am too. I'm really enjoying the Halo show, man. I can't wait for the next installment. You know, I'm really enjoying that, man. I think it's pretty damn good. You know what I mean? And they're already up for another season.
Yep.
So that's good. All right, our brother Tuck, DJ Tuckmaster, man. Tell the
everybody, this your boy DJ Tuckmaster. This is your boy DJ Tuckmaster 785. I don't like ponies, and I hope the hell they don't like me. But you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Xbox, of course, and the greatest crew that I've ever been assembled with. As far as these group of guys that I'm always, you know, communicating with and all that stuff. So, you know, if it wasn't because of these guys, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say, I'm enjoying the hell out of that Halo series. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. And to all those damn ponies out there, don't commit suicide. Just if y'all want to go in and buy that ugly ass Game Pass, fine. But when you get robbed and you get disappointed, you get frustrated, don't go out there and try to commit suicide because you made the wrong people. So, that's all I gotta say about that. So
all right, man. My brother E-Rock, the Don King of Xbox, man. We started the Exile, man. Thank you, brother. for coming and hanging out with us on Alpha today, man. Yeah, tell everybody the Alpha and Exile brothers where they can find you, man, out in the chat, brother.
Hey, man, it's always good to chop it up with my boys. I'm disappointed, man. I didn't get to hear Tuck bust any of his Gristle favorite rap snacks, man. You know what I mean? But you know, maybe next time, man.
You know what? I'm waiting for my man to send me my bucket.
Rock, man. I got a cold, man.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Sega Man had a big ass box of them rap snacks. Like, god damn. But yeah, man. Y'all can follow me on my YouTube channel, man. Everybody get on that gaming, man, and man, just stay away from this is why I don't have no dealings with the ponies. They're crazy, they're a cult. I mean, they lunatics, and I keep it moving and keep it gaming, man. But hey, always good to chop it up with the brothers here on the Xbox Alpha.
Hey, E-Rock, real quick, I got a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, for E-Rock, I'm saying, brother, how good is that Guardian, huh?
Oh, that shit is awesome. Yeah, that shit is dope.
Right?
Yeah, that shit is dope, man. That shit is all right.
Fucking badass.
Sleeper hit. That's a sleeper hit.
It's a real good ass game.
Yeah, you know what else is a sleeper hit? Everybody else sleeping on. Laugh if y'all want. Legos Star Wars. The Skywalker.
I'm hearing that's really good.
Laugh if you want.
Yes,
They say that's real good.
That shit is fucking bananas, yo.
I got a story. I'm gonna say for the Exile, what happened with our copy because of GameStop, because of the shit I was talking about with Lego Star Wars.
Wow.
And hey, I'm gonna tell you another good game too. It's an indie game. It's called The Weird West.
Oh, The Weird West is nice too. Yes.
Dude, that game is crazy, boy. Oh man, yeah, it's good. I like it.
Hey man, before we let Hebot do his outro, man, this Alpha podcast is brought to you by Rap Snacks Icon. All right, and it got your boy Master P on there. It's chicken gumbo, man. Let me hear you say, yeah,
nah.
man. But I'm sponsoring him, man. So I'm trying to blow up the channel. There you go, your boy Master P, man. So go to your local dollar store and get it for $1.25, bruh. You have that, take out your lunch, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, Rap Snacks, they're on a roll. You know what I mean? So go try them and check them out. Actually, 100 said they're pretty good. Yeah, so on that note, man, Hebot, the most powerful gamer, man. The best gaming historian out here in these gaming streets, man. Tell the Exile and Alpha brothers where they can find you, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you for joining us here in the Sony psychology class. We gotta get physical. We gotta get Sony fan therapy sessions here at the Alpha. Brought to you by Tuck Masters Chicken Ribs and Rap Snacks. You can find me here. You can find me in the Exile. You can find me on We Got Next and Unlimited Truth, and you can find me everywhere on social where ponies are attacking us consistently. You know where to go. Just go to YouTube and type Hebot, the most hated Xbox gamer in the gaming industry.
Well, he ain't lying about that. But on that note, man, I'm gonna give a shout out to the chat real quick. And give out a shout out to Channel. He was in here. Poseidon Unlimited Productions, our other Alpha Exile brother.
Big shout outs. Others think.
Outer Zinc. ADOS.
You with the Outer Zinc. Stop that.
100. Rain G4. We had even had some couple new guys in here, man. Oh, we had Mr. Kima always dropping by. You know what I mean? Andy, he was in here. Who else we had in here, man? JCon79, good brother out there. OJ90, another good dude that came in and rocked out with us today, man. And I think a guy named, is it Deploy 619? He was in here rocking out with us, man. We had a nice chat today. Come and join us, Retro Fusion. Come and join us on our other podcast, which is where it all started, is the Exile podcast, man, with my brother E-Rock, the Don King of Xbox, Hebot, myself, Unlimited, and Tuck, man. We got it. Do we actually?
And other Zinc.
And other Zinc, yeah. Do we have a show tomorrow, E-Rock?
No, it's not tomorrow. The Sunday after this one.
Is it after the Sunday after Easter?
I think so. Yeah.
Sunday after Easter. Okay.
Yeah.
So
hey
come
man,
and go ahead.
Hey man, before we go, man, I ain't I'll be hearing Tuck, but I don't be hearing his puppies no more, man. You don't think he ate them motherfuckers, do you? I ain't heard them puppies in a minute.
He still got him there, man. Look, I was talking to him the other day on the phone, and the one dog was sleeping by him, and you can hear the motherfucker snoring real loud.
Damn.
He was like, I'm like, God damn, Tuck, what is that, man? Oh, that's the dog. He's sleeping.
You know, I don't want time.
He's sleeping good.
I don't want time. I don't want times to get tight, man. He put them motherfucking dogs in a pot of greens. You know what I mean?
Times are rough.
Let's hope it don't get to that, E-Rock.
Yeah, real rap.
Let's hope it don't get to that, man.
Hell no.
Big shout outs to everybody in the chat coming and joining us, man, rocking out with us on the Alpha today. Remember to come and always check us out on We Got Next when we do it with Hebot. You know, on the podcast We Got Next on his channel, The Exile with my brother E-Rock, the Donkey of Xbox. The Lions Den, you know, check out Tuck. He's doing his thing. And also on the Alpha, man, on Saturdays, man. Thanks, everybody, for coming. Have a great weekend. We're out. Peace.
Peace, guys.